What's going on, guys? Twin coming at you with another MLB The Show 19 video. Today we're trying to draft a team that can hopefully get me far in a run. I've been having trouble recently in Battle Royale getting far into runs, so we're really hoping that this team can maybe change that. At the time of recording this, yesterday's video is sitting at 181 likes, so we're going for 182 or more likes on this video. Subscribe if y'all are new on the road to 44,000 subscribers. In the comment section below, if there's a themed draft or a challenge draft, something like that you've been wanting to see me try out, now is the time to leave it in the comment section. I'm going to be doing quite a few drafts here in the next week or two, so let me know if there's anything in specific that you guys want to see. Feel free to follow on any of those social medias. Let's go ahead and hop into the draft. First round. Ooh, have I used this card? I have not. I've actually been wanting to use this Ralph Kiner card. He's always had a lot of power, and especially having that power versus righties, the 124 versus righties. If my opponent brings in a righty, I'll be kind of happy, and he might be a good guy to try to get a home run with in Battle Royale. So I'm going to get Ralph Kiner here in this first diamond round. Haven't used him. Now, for me in a round like this, Ernie Banks is probably the guy I'm going to choose. Maybe Trevor Hoffman if I felt like I was better at pitching and it was worth it for me to grab the diamond relievers, because even with those, I kind of suck. But it's the same thing like hitting. I'm decent enough at hitting where I can maybe do well enough with a silver or bronze hitter, and because I'm not as great at pitching, maybe it's better for me to choose a diamond reliever. But in this round, because it's kind of hard to get some good hitting shortstops, I'm going to go with Ernie Banks with that diamond round. Let's see. Don't really want Kevin Pillar or Jonathan VR. Corey Knebel, he's not going to be my go-to, but I've used him before and had some success with him. Let's do Antonio Senzatella, bronze round starting pitcher. I would love a few common rounds in a row. There's 1 and 2, maybe some more. Okay, we got 2 in a row. That's not bad. Eugenio Suarez. This guy is what I love seeing in Battle Royale, where there's a decent amount of contact, a lot of power, and the vision I would prefer to be a little bit higher, but it seems like guys with lower vision, him, Gallo, Chris Davis, guys like that, Miguel Sano, Nelson Cruz, where it's high power, low vision, especially in Battle Royale and All-Star difficulty, it seems like they hit home runs more often than someone with these exact same hitting stats, just boosted vision. It seems like he's more likely to hit a home run if you do make some decent contact. So I like cards like that. I like Eugenio, and we're going to grab another righty in the bullpen. Jose Martinez, this is a good bench bat right here. He's a good pinch hitter versus lefty, so I'm going to hold on to him. My only issue is, okay, I don't want to fill my lineup too fast, because then we might have to use some of the diamond or gold and silver rounds on starting pitchers, stuff like that, where we don't necessarily want to use them. I'm thinking Pete Alonso here. It's the same setup as Suarez, man. He has that high power, low vision, and in Battle Royale, this card's going to be great. Now, my only issue is my lineup's getting a little bit righty heavy, and for me, I like switching it up, righty, lefty, stuff like that. So I'm going to look for some more lefties, but if we don't find any, that's fine. Our starting rotation is now full. Now we're guaranteed a lefty in the bullpen, which is always nice to have that guarantee. Let's see. It's pretty easy to replace both second base and center field. So I'm going to get Austin Hayes, I think, just at center field. Now, no. We're going to name Mike Freeman. We have a lefty here, just in case things don't work out. That gives us a lefty. Pedro Strop. He's been one of my better BR pitchers in the year. I haven't used him that often, but the times that I have used him, it's gone well. So I think I'm going to go Pedro Strop here as one of my bullpen guys. Pedro Severino was somebody I'm looking at for catcher, but I'm just kind of feeling Pedro Strop in this round. Hopefully that's not stupid. Let's see. Malik Smith could be a pinch runner. I'm still looking to fill up this bullpen, though. We're getting low on the position player slots in our lineup. Hey, that's huge, man. Chris Sale, he's a great BR lefty. Let's see. Benito Santiago, Pudge at catcher. I don't really want either of these guys at catcher. 3 for 12, not a big sample size. 8 for 26, not a big sample size either, but just not anything amazing with these two guys. Cody Allen or Lee Smith. Lee Smith was on ranked seasons for me. This is like Hall of Fame numbers right here. He was doing great. And then Cody Allen's done well. I think I'm going to go Lee Smith. Now, I don't like this decision a whole lot, but neither of these two hitters really stand out to me, so I feel like Lee Smith is not a bad pick here. Kurt Suzuki is always a guy that's decent at catcher. Roberto Perez has that power, not a lot of vision. However, Kurt Suzuki, man, I have a pretty good track record with him. 786 average, 2 homers. This is Battle Royale. That might not stand, but because that's what we have right now, I'm going to go with Kurt Suzuki and hope that it works out for me. Okay. My numbers with Jose Alvarado are not great. You guys see this right here. However, a lot of people have had 12-0 runs with Jose Alvarado being their go-to lefty. I've seen quite a bit on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, stuff like that. Just people posting Jose Alvarado being one of their bullpen MVPs. So I'm actually okay with this pick. I don't know if I'm going to choose him over Chris Sale, but I'm fine with that pick, man. That's A-okay with me. We're going to go Jonathan Scope and put him at second base. I'm thinking that's okay. Matt Thace could be good if we could have him just because he's a lefty, but I'm fine with Scope right there. Common round, we'll do Chris Shaw, a little bit of power. Oh, man. Do I want to put Miguel Sano in the outfield? I don't think so. Like, that bat is insane. But I'm thinking his fielding's just not good enough for me to put him in the outfield. Jed Lowry wouldn't really fit anywhere. Austin Nola could go in the outfield. David Freese. So, for me, it's either... Oh, wow, man. It's honestly either I get Austin Nola and put him in the outfield, or I get Miguel Sano and put him in the outfield. And I would rather have Miguel Sano's bat, but Austin Nola's fielding. And for that reason, maybe stupidly, I think we might be putting Miguel Sano in right field. I don't know if I like that decision, but it might happen. We'll see. Chris Davis, pinch hitter, why not? And our final silver round, looking for probably a center fielder. Rhys Hoskins can play left. So Ralph Kiner can play center field. So my outfield's going to be Rhys Hoskins in left, Ralph Kiner in center, and Miguel Sano in right. That might be one of the worst defensive outfields I've ever had in Battle Royale, but I'm hoping it's worth it. We're playing the Myrtle Beach Bomb Squad. Our opponent has 94 Travis Hafner, 99 Pudge, 87 Jordan, 84 Yoenis, 83 Steve Pierce, Vlad Jr., Keston, Devin Smeltzer on the mound batting 8th, Tim Anderson batting 9th. We got Carson Fulmer on the mound. We're the away team, and I know I was talking about handedness and like I like to switch it up in my lineup and everything, but we somehow ended up with an all right-handed lineup. So we're playing here in Kansas City. Gonna see how it goes. Hoping this team can do well for me, get me further than we've been getting in Battle Royale. Miguel Sano, not a bad start, not a great one either, but he hit it pretty hard straight to that left fielder. Ralph Kiner, not really the start we wanted. So Miguel Sano, we were early and squared it up straight to that left fielder. Ralph Kiner a little bit on top of that one. Had good timing though, so my timing's a little bit better. Now I need to get that PCI placement back to where it was with Miguel Sano. And I'm swinging at an outside pitch. Not a great inning. It's my first game of the day, so I got to cut myself some slack a little bit, but I need to be taking more pitches, having better timing, and locating that PCI better. Travis Hafner, there we go, getting him to ground down into the shift, out number 1 to start the first inning. I'm tempted if there's a righty to leave my starting pitcher in. I'm not going to, though, because plenty of times I've decided to do that, giving up a solo home run, and ended up losing the game 1-0. So I'm going to do my best to not allow any runs and give myself the best possible chance to win. Something that's crazy to me is this Lee Smith has a cutter, and I used him in ranked seasons for months and months to start MLB 19, and I don't think I ever once used that cutter. I don't know if there's a way to check how many pitches of each type you've thrown with a certain pitcher and everything in the year, but I did not use cutters at all, like ever. I literally did not use cutters until, man, probably a couple months ago here in the show. Like, I didn't even realize that the cutter running outside to a same-handedness batter as the pitcher was such a deadly pitch if you could actually not hang it down the middle. And then even a cutter inside, if you can really get it inside of the opposite handedness batter, it's still a great pitch. And I always assumed that the cutter for me was going to be trash because I've never had success with them in previous years, and I didn't expect myself to this year, but it's been a good pitch, and it's crazy to me that I was missing out on an entire pitch for most of the year. Pete Alonso the other way. Is it going to score a run? I think we should probably go home. Yeah, it looks like it's going to score the run pretty easily. That's a 1-out double for Pete Alonso here. Top of the second inning. My bad. There's nobody down. I just assumed I had it now. as we take an early lead with Rhys Hoskins coming up. Rhys Hoskins hits it well. It's going to get down. There we go. Probably not. Oh, no. Yo, I screwed up big time. I can't believe I just did that. I accidentally pressed triangle. Wow. If I lose this game by 1 run, I'm going to be kind of sad. Because he would have been on third base. And if I get a deep fly ball right here, rather than, you know, if I don't ground into a double play pretty much. If I get something, there we go. That's a better way to put it. If I get something that could have been a sacrifice fly or gotten home that run, and then we end up losing by 1 run. Okay, it's a double play. So now I'm not going to feel as bad, but I can't help but think if I had gotten him to third, maybe that wouldn't have happened where I grounded into a double play. You never know. Ooh. Yoenis Cespedes taking it down the line. We're playing it decently off the wall, though. Nah, not quite. That's a leadoff double for Cespedes here. Bottom of the second. Let's try not to let him score. Honestly, I feel like I do this too often, if I'm going to be honest as well. But I feel like that's a pretty solid pitch. Maybe need to get it a little bit lower, more inside maybe. Steve Pearce grounding to the third baseman. Easy out number 1. Vlad Jr. popping out to Ernie Banks. Not quite a double play. Out number 2. Keston Hiura to Ralph Kiner patrolling center. I still think it's funny how bad defensively our outfield is, but how good at the plate offensively they are. And we're going to try to get some insurance runs top of the 3rd inning as we try to start off 1-0 with this team. Kurt Suzuki, not bad, but also chasing an outside pitch a little bit, hanging it out way too long. For out number 1, that's been one thing all game today. I have been not chasing pitches, but not waiting for that pitch down the middle like I was talking a few days ago. Like, that pitch was right here, right on the corner. So, like, it's a hittable pitch, but that's what I need to be swinging at. Literally, the one down the middle is what I need to be swinging at, not the one that's low or the one that's outside. Jose Martinez chasing an inside pitch. My thing is, that was 2 strikes, and it looked like it might paint the inside corner. Down to my final batter in the 3rd inning to try to get some more runs. Miguel Sano, top of my lineup coming up. Miguel Sano! Is that one going to be caught? It is not. It was missed by the outfielder. I've been having a lot of strange things like that happen recently. Ralph Kiner. Wow, man. Honestly, that seemed like one of those good squared up ground outs to me. That seemed like it was hit really well. Just on top of it, a little bit, a teeny tiny bit. As we're on our way to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Pitcher spot, righty, lefty. I'm going to go with Chris Sale. I have a better ERA with Pedro Strop, but I feel a little bit more confidence with Chris Sale, I think, right here. Vlad Sr. pinch hitting. We hung a slider a little bit, but we're able to get him to drive it into the ground. 2 outs away from being 1-0. Tim Anderson, the number 9 hitter. 2 pitches, 2 ground downs. 1 out away from win number 1. And we're striking out Travis Hafner, securing the dub. 1-0 now with this all-righty team. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment anything down below. Currently 1-0 with the team, all right-handed team. I didn't mean to have it happen like that way, but it just did. And I'm digging the team so far. A lot of power. I think we can score a lot more runs than we did in this game. So I'm excited to see if we can do better, be a little bit more patient in the future, and see how my pitching holds up with this bullpen. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I also did not get a lot of sleep last night, so I'm a little bit tired. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace out.